Well, congratulations, America. You're actually living now in Nazi Germany. Oh, you are. Just because you don't have people being marched into death camps, they don't have to do that. There's no need for that. They're bringing the death camps to you. What am I talking about? Where you live, your own home, is being turned into a death camp. Texas. Look what's happening in Texas. The entire state of Texas in a deep freeze. Climate change? Only a moron, mostly the ones that still wear masks, those kinds of idiots would still believe that that's about climate change. No. I'm sorry. This was an attack. Yeah, I know. When I first heard about it, back when I said, I don't think they have the technology to control the weather, I was wrong. They do. And they're doing a very good job of it. And you're going to see more states just going by the way of Texas, really. It's not going to matter. I mean, they're going to target the Republican states first, obviously, but eventually it's going to hit the blue states. And what's going to happen is they're going to starve you out. And they're going to say, you want protection, you want safety, get the vaccine, and go ahead and hand over your guns. What's going to happen? It's happening. It's happening in front of you. And I'll be honest with you, it's happening at a rate and a speed I never thought possible. And what happened? A lot of you trust the plan. Things are happening behind the scenes. This is not real. This is optics. Tell it to the children that are suffering and dying right now under the tunnels, okay? Tell it to the Texans that are freezing to death. You tell them this is optics. You tell them this is theater. When it comes to real death, there is no theater. I'm sorry. This is reality. Those fucking demons in Washington, the pedophile pieces of shit that you allowed to be put into power, are now taking over. Don't tell me in the end God wins. That's creator. But his definition of winning and your definition of winning is very different. See, if you think creator winning means him coming down and doing this for you, you're highly mistaken. If you think a savior is going to come down and save you people, you're highly mistaken. Because the Jews in Nazi Germany thought the exact same thing. God can never allow this to happen to us. Millions got slaughtered. Finally, in the end, yeah, Russia came, wasn't Americans, the Russians, freed the Jews. And what happened? Okay, God won. If you call that winning, fine. I don't. Especially when Creator showed you exactly what the dark ones were doing. He lifted the veil and said, here you go. What are you going to do about it? I told you this was going to happen. And you want to know something? This is just the beginning. You wait and see what happens to the people in this country and the rest of the world, by the way, but especially in this country. Because you allowed this to happen. Your fault. You should have got out there. You should have fought. Now, you can still do it, but it's a lot more difficult. A lot more difficult, isn't it? I'm telling you, if there is something in the works, if there is, and I doubt there is, but if there is, if this Q bullshit is actually, some of it is reality, if there's other stuff saying it's going to happen, look, you better do it now, because they're not waiting. New World Order doesn't wait for no one. They're going full steam ahead. You better cut them off at the pass. You don't have much time left. You let this go on throughout the winter, it's done. It's over. The suffering is just going to start. I'm telling you, I was right about 90% of the shit that I told you about in my other videos, and I'm telling you right now, you don't do something, what's going on in Texas is happening in other states, by the way. It's going to spread like wildfire, and it's being done purposely. It has nothing to do with climate change. This is weather being used as a weapon to annihilate the population here. I'm telling you, they did it to us, the Native Americans. You want to be safe? Give us all your guns. We'll put you on reservations and we'll take care of you. It's happening, people. It's fucking happening. And you know what? The ones who don't want to wake up, who still think this is climate change and still believe in COVID, fuck them. They're never going to wake up. Don't waste your time with those people. Let them fall by the wayside. They're nothing to you. Get out there when you can, in rallies, and whatever you have to do, try to take over this government by peacefully, no violence. Don't give them an excuse. Don't give them an excuse. If you come out in the millions and you start to rally and you start to protest constantly, you may have a chance. But the longer you wait for the plan to kick in, the more death you're going to see. That's reality. That's not optics.